You're watching Pagan Nightly News.
Welcome to Pagan Nightly News. I'm Ed Hubbard.
And I'm Anastasia Tompkins.
Now on to the news.
An exhibition celebrating the life of Charles Darwin has failed to find a corporate sponsor because American companies are anxious not to take sides in the heated debate between scientists and fundamentalist Christians over the theory of evolution. The entire $3 million cost of Darwin, which opened at the American Museum of Natural History in New York yesterday, is instead being borne by wealthy individuals and private charitable donations. The failure of American companies to back what until recently would have been considered a mainstream educational exhibition reflects the growing influence of fundamentalist Christians, who are among President George W. Bush's most vocal supporters.
Hi, just to let you know, TV is truly becoming everywhere. TiVo today announced that in January, it's adding a new feature which will allow people to download to their iPods TV shows. We don't know what type of impact it will have on other other broadcasters to sell shows afterward, but TiVo is going to allow you to be able to download shows incomplete to not only your iPod, but your PSPs. For those who don't know, it's portable PlayStations. Already, they allow you to download television shows to your PC, your Mac, and other sort of computer devices. So this is an expansion of that. And as I said, this is the latest move aimed at putting TV in people's hands for viewing anywhere. So you know what I say, magic is everywhere, and so is TV, and the world is starting to understand. Christians declare war on happy holidays. Demand Merry Christmas is broadcast throughout the land. As you knew last week, Walmart, the Catholic League, basically was going to boycott Walmart over our friend Kirby. And Kirby, if you're out there, we want to hear your story. So anyone knows Kirby, please have him give us a call. But now, Jerry Falwell, one of my favorite people, is leading his 24,000-member Liberty congregation into a Friends or Foe campaign. That's what I said. Friends are a foe over Christmas. They're basically going to educate, litigate, and boycott, in that order, any merchant who doesn't want to use Merry Christmas over Happy Holidays. That's right, folks. The time of peace, goodwill on all men, Christianity, is now being smeared by Jerry Falwell and other evangelicals who are now working towards protecting their right to say Merry Christmas. And if you're saying Happy Holidays, you're denying and banning Christmas. It has gone so far that it's joined the Bill O'Reilly show. He has kind of talked about it, and well, that's just common stream. But we also believe that it has also gone to the Upper Room Church of God in Christ. They paid $7,600 to the Raleigh newspaper to boycott any store that doesn't say Merry Christmas. Not Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas. And, of course, there is the Alliance Defense Fund, which has 700 lawyers ready to defend its part of Christmas Project. That's right, 700 lawyers combined with Jerry Falwell's 800 lawyers. These are the forces being pushed upon you to deal with Christmas. If that were all of it, I think that would be okay. But then the 8,000 Christian Educators Association has demanded that they help allow teachers to be able to teach it and other people to say Merry Christmas in our school systems. And they're ready to begin their campaign to protect every individual group who wants to say Merry Christmas. And according to the Anti-Defamation League's San Francisco office, Tammy Holzman, this amped up effort shows how these groups want to push into the classrooms more, to use the classrooms over evangelizing. She went, Barry Lynn of the Americans United for the Separation of Church and State says there is no war against Christmas. There is no jihad against Christians. There's nothing going around Christmas except these groups' incessant fundraising. And the ho-ho-ho evolved into the friend to foe shows how the nation's culture is pushed into the season of giving. Each side wants its beliefs accurately represented around the nation's winter hearth in its public schools and its public spaces. And if not, they will sue. We are talking now more than 200,000 Christians who have now declared that they will either educate you And if you don't wish to be educated on why Christmas is Christmas versus happy holidays, they will litigate, meaning they will sue you or sue others to make sure that their rights are protected. And if that fails, they will boycott you. Sounds simple? Do you know how much that means? In the Christmas season, Americans spent $439 billion on Thanksgiving, Christmas, Yule, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and innumerable cultural holidays. And of course, New Year's Eve. Saying happy holidays, as Walmart has pointed out, and other stores, is being inclusive of an overall system, recognizing that America is there. Dan Fogelman of Walmart says, it is a way for us to represent and be protective of our 130 million customers and 1.3 million employees by allowing happy holidays and not to insult them. That's not good enough for the Fair American Family Association President Tom Wilden, who wants Merry Christmas signs prominently. If they expect Christians to come in and buy products during this so-called season, they better put Merry Christmas. And he isn't worried if they offend people who aren't Christian. They can walk up right by the sign. Wilden says, it's a federal holiday. If someone is upset by that, well, they should know that they're living in a predominantly Christian nation. So what we see is that they're seeing that the Christian evangelicals are now creating a war against happy holidays and all others who would practice anything but Christians' version, their version of Christmas. So when you hear Merry Christmas out there, hopefully you're saying it for real, because if not, and you're saying Happy Holidays, you just might be sued. That's a chilling thought.
Thank you for watching tonight's news. And remember,